Hello, everyone. Welcome to the second webinar in MetaMedia's webinar week. So today we're going to be covering how can I use social media to keep pushing sales and making money. In yesterday's webinar, for those of you who tuned in, we covered how to keep posting on social media while remaining empathetic. And we actually just posted that on the MetaMedia blog. So you guys can listen to it at your, tune in and see that at your leisure. We also have it on the MetaMedia YouTube channel if you want to check it out there. So of course we wanted to start with the number one question that we're getting, which is, should I keep posting? Absolutely. How do I do it with remaining, while remaining empathetic? So we covered that yesterday. But now, more than ever during these times, with the economy as it is, I'm sure a question that's at the top of everybody's minds is, how can I use social media now to keep pushing sales and making money? And people understand now more than ever that, we need to be making money. We're a small business too, to support our employees and everything like that. So your followers of your business need to know, how can they support you during this tough time? How can they help you out? So we're going to be covering a lot of that today.
And I will say, just to kind of add quickly, it could be the kind of thing where you're not really able to do much selling right now. And that's why also in this presentation, we basically include tips on how to make sure to keep people engaged so that can make all the difference when you are ready to reopen, whether your followers are still listening. And then if you tune in tomorrow, which we'll promote this again before the end, tomorrow at noon, we're going longer and in depth into what kind of posts will garner you the most engagement. So again, you can keep people listening and paying attention to your business. Okay, a little brief about us with MetaMedia. For those of you who are not as familiar with our company, Lauren founded the company in 2013, hence MetaMedia. I came on around 6 months in. I'm VP and co-owner. Lauren is founder and president. We both kind of came from a journalism background, and I think that's what makes MetaMedia different. We're really big on storytelling. We're really big on what your strategy is and what your business's story is and what makes you different and how we can kind of really tell that story on social. During this, if you hear a squeaking, it's because I have a puppy. It's not, she has her hamburger toy right now. So that's her. It's better than the rug, as long as she has a toy in her mouth. Oh gosh. Over the years, over the past 6.5 years, we've expanded and we have 13 more team members, which include our creative team and our ad specialists, and some supervisors and stuff like that. Our team of 15 works with around 50 to 60 clients, both locally and nationally. So we work with a lot of insurance agents and larger carriers, tech and biotech. We've actually worked with Microsoft on their presence in Silicon Valley and New England, basically since the start. That's when I left to join Lauren, when she was wow, law firms, real estate, luxury residences through a partnership with Greystar, luxury home furnishings, like Oak Hill Architects, Tile Showcase, that kind of stuff. Hotels, restaurants, which, and it's something I kind of thought of when I was going through the slide. I mean, it's really beneficial to us that we do work with all these different industries, because right now we could basically be comparing and contrasting what works for different industries, thinking of new strategies for what to post during this time to keep people engaged, make sales, etc. So we're really able to see kind of a wider reaching view of what insurance looks like for various different companies right now.
Yeah, we love that. And then you'll see in this presentation, we cover, from all of these different industries that we're in, some people are still open. They just had to shift to virtual. Some people had to totally close. So we actually touch upon every one of those different things and give social media advice.
Yep. So, this is something that with every single webinar, no matter who we're talking to, again, whether you're open, closed, whatever, the point that I want people to leave with is you need to keep posting. Literally the worst thing that you can do right now is to go dead on social media. People, they get scared. They don't know what to do. And they are freeze like a deer in headlights. They just want to stop posting. They're, too nervous about coming off insensitive, tone deaf, whatever. For us, it's about pivoting, not pausing. Social media is at an all-time high because of everyone with this particular crisis, being stuck at home, working from home, online all day, using online to connect. Facebook and Instagram have actually seen a 40% increase in usage, which is crazy high. And also views for both Instagram Live and Facebook Live have doubled. So it's pretty unbelievable time for social. It's a place where you should be. It's an extremely affordable channel to be posting on. All of your followers are online right now. You can't afford to stop marketing or selling and then include social. And like I said, people are using social to come together in new ways, stay connected, share helpful advice, positive reinforcement, support local businesses, just like yourself. So it's crucial to continue posting on social during this time.
Yeah, it's literally one of the only things we have to stay connected right now. I mean, everybody's just on social.
Yep.
So the next slide, we love this phrase. It's come out of this time of COVID-19, the pivot, don't pause. So, in yesterday's webinar, we touched on, how to make sure you're posting while demonstrating empathy and compassion for the current situation. And like I said in the beginning, we just posted the video to the Meta Media blog. You can see the link there. So you can watch it at your leisure during this time. So that one is like our number one tip is kind of just like, people are afraid to be posting about selling. You want to, you don't want to appear tone deaf on your social media. So that whole presentation is how to keep staying empathetic. But we strongly believe, because everybody's on social media right now, you should absolutely still actively be selling your services and products during this time in any way you can. What you have to do is just adjust the messaging and adjust the types of thing that you're posting so you're still empathetic, but you're still selling at the same time. Because it would be crazy to just totally stop, promoting your business. With what's happening with the economy right now, I think we can all feel it, and we can all feel that this is going to have long-term effects. So we do need to keep promoting our businesses. Yeah. Especially for your employees and everything like that. So then the last bullet point, your followers also want to know how they can support you during this tough time. Whether it's just like to keep using your services if you're open, or how they can support your business in other ways if you're closed, from buying gift cards online to doing special promotions to like offering virtual webinars like Meta Media is doing. There's all sorts of ways you can still give back to your customers. You can still sell during this time. So we're going to go over a lot of that.
Yep.
And then this Craigie Burger example, I think is like really, really cool. So Lissa, do you want to talk about this one?
Yeah, I mean, when it comes to the restaurant industry in particular, you guys have been like some of the most effective restaurant hospitality. It's really terrible, actually. But there have been a lot of initiatives that come out of this to try to kind of counteract and encourage Americans who are at home to keep supporting their local restaurants, trying to keep them alive and keep it so that they can reopen when all of this is over. This was the Great American Takeout. It's kind of like a national, they had a one day only type of thing. So just join us in helping America's restaurant industry by ordering takeout from Craigie on Main, which is related to Craigie Burger, and just initiative. So it kind of shows, I really like this post because it shows pivoting, not pausing. It's still selling, but it's doing it in a way that's being sensitive to the situation.
Yeah, I think it's all about kind of, if your business is closed at this time, staying top of mind for your followers. And we cover a lot of like fun ideas how you can do that in this presentation.
Yep, and support others.
Mm-hmm.
Yep.
Okay, so the first part of the presentation is for businesses that are still open and you just had to pivot and service your customers digitally now. So the main point is just letting your customers know that you're still providing the same services. It's just virtual now. So emphasize that you're still here. We're still here for you. It's just different now. You can still reach us. We can still do consultations. We can still answer your questions. We can still service your claims. We can still, give you advice on the type of products you should buy from us. But now it's just virtual. Now it's via email, phone, website, your social channels even. We've seen people using social media messaging and being like, we're available here, video consultations, etc. So a couple good ideas that we've seen, these are all Meta Media clients actually, but you can see on the right, so Morse Insurance is a local insurance agency, and they really want to stress like, hi, we're still here for you, because a lot of people, of course, are going through they have all these questions about their small businesses. They have questions about, their family and protecting their family, maybe some life insurance questions. So their number one goal is, hey, we're still open for business. We're just not in the office anymore. So you can see with the cover photo here, you can actually change your Facebook and, maybe your LinkedIn cover photos to just be like, hi, we're still open for business. We're still available to help. So it's right there. The other things we've been doing is if you have a message that's so in the bottom right here, designer bath, this was kind of their message about COVID-19. And you can see in the orange, they said, our goal during this unprecedented time is to be part of the solution while still supporting our clients during these challenging times. For these reasons, our doors are closed to the public. However, we are ready and waiting for your calls. We're happy to discuss, options for virtual showroom visits and conversations. And then you can see it has their phone number for both of the showrooms right there. So it's like a call to action. So we have this permanently pinned to the top of their Facebook page. We have it pinned to the top of their, actually, I'm not sure if they're on LinkedIn, but you should pin it to the top of your LinkedIn, top of your Twitter, put it in your Instagram story. And then the third bullet point here, it's really important. You don't have to just post once about the virtual service. You should keep posting about it regularly just to stay top of mind and be like, hi, here's how you can reach us. Here's how you can reach us. And my favorite tip is just make it as easy as possible for people to know how to reach you. Like get that phone number in the email, like right at the top so people don't have to read like a lot. And just make sure that it's right there in the image as well. This other example here for In Good Company, they offer financial classes to like big companies, like a big tech company. And they're actually shifting their entire business platform to be virtual now because they're able to do that because it's like an educational service. So now we're pushing really hard on, we have virtual classes. You can still pay for them for your business. You can still offer them to your employees, but now it's going to be all virtual. And I really like how they developed this catchy, they shifted their language and developed this one-liner, which is change is the new norm. Let's adapt together. And if you guys tune into the empathy webinar, that kind of language that's like, we're in this together, it really resonates with people right now. So let's see. So the other thing we've been doing a lot from our clients is posting about offering virtual tours, changing events to be virtual, virtual consultations, and gift card promos are huge right now because that's something that people can do online to support local businesses. So basically you just have to ask yourself, how can your business take what you do in person and just make it virtual? So like Lissa was saying, we have a whole residence division. We love our partnership with Greystar. And, all of the residential buildings right now, this is like a peak time for people to actually rent apartments, that are coming into the city or whatever. They have all these restrictions though, that in person, their leasing team can't be in the residences themselves. So they got them to do all these virtual tours and they're actually selling a lot right now still because they're able to give people the same tour that they would in person. We saw the same thing with Designer Bath with, they're offering a limited time discount on their gift cards. But in addition to that, they're doing virtual tours of their showroom, kind of similar to the residences where it's like, hi, this is what you would be doing in person anyway, but we're just gonna, film it and do it virtually. So definitely if that's possible, I would definitely recommend doing that. They're also doing virtual video consultations. For a consultation where you're trying to sell something, it does really help to see the person, and to see people's faces. People do appreciate that. I mean, some people are desperate for it right now. So if you do any sort of consultation, it is a good idea to recommend, doing it over video or Zoom like we're doing now. And then finally, Liz and I are obsessed with Orange Theory. We really miss it. We used to go there every day. But Orange Theory is a business itself. So they had to shift their entire strategy and they're offering virtual classes now every single day at all of these different times. So they found a way to kind of adjust their offerings and make it virtual. So that's that. Next, offer services for free to create new future customers. I think this is a great idea. You can think about your business. What is a service you provide and how can you use it to help others at this time? And right now, so one thing that we've been talking about at Mentor Media is for our clients, what's the strategy going to be like when this is all over and how are you going to re-enter with your business and reopen your businesses and stuff like that? So even if whether your business is open or closed, I think it's a good idea to take a piece of what you can offer people to help right now. And then you can kind of get your foot in the door and get in these people's minds. So then once this is all over, in the future, they'll be very thankful that you offered to help them at this time of need. So a couple examples that I saw is, Easy Caters, a catering company, usually for, local corporate companies, they deliver the meals. So they shifted and are doing this whole strategy that's #FeedTheFrontline. And they're actually delivering catered meals to hospital workers and healthcare workers that are on the front lines right now. So I just thought that was a really cool thing that's hi, we're still around, we're still doing catering, but like we want to offer to help these people in any way we can. And then the second example is this lady owns her own yoga studio in Central Square. And she's still able to offer kind of her services, and she put the Venmo account in here, which is a good idea for anybody that has like a really small service-based thing, like whether it's like, I've seen people do it with like psychic readings even, or, like therapists and things like that are doing this, but basically just like, or fitness people, artists, basically offering your services via Facebook Live or just like a recorded video, and then people can like, can donate to it, but you're offering it for free. And then the last one, this is one of like Meta Media was doing this too. Just with this webinar series, we were just like, how can we offer things for free for people at this time to help out? And then maybe down the road, once we all get through this, they could potentially be interested in our services. So just a couple ideas there. And then we also definitely recommend to continue advertising. We've seen a lot of people just adjust the language of the advertising. Our favorite phrase again, pivot, not pause. So you have to be, sensitive and empathetic of the situation. So you can think about, hey, I have these ads running for my product right now because I'm still open, but how can I slightly adjust my current messaging of these ads to be, applicable and sensitive to the situation at hand? So we really like this Love Wellness. They sell like probiotics and vitamins, and they're doing a special sale at this time, but the code that they used is here for you, which I thought was a really nice touch, because it's like, we're still here to provide these things that make you guys happy during this time. And then this Shop Bando one, Lissa actually found this, but we really loved the messaging. You can see the caption here. And I think it was like, they said, we know it feels a little weird to be promoting our products right now, but if you are looking for some distraction shopping, there's a lot of good stuff in our sales section that we made specifically to help bring you joy in your daily life. And you can get an extra 20% off with this code. So it's like they're being authentic. And I think that's like mostly what people want right now. It's like, we get that it's like a little weird to still be selling right now. It makes us feel weird, but we want to offer you this like discount because we want to help bring joy to your life, because we know this is a hard time. Okay, going on. Personal thank yous, showing appreciation for essential workers in your industry. Your business wouldn't be open without them. So it's a really good idea to thank them and to show your appreciation. And like we were saying before, people right now really do want to see authenticity. They want to hear from business owners about how are you faring during this time. They want to hear your story. It's all about like, hi, we're a business owner too. It's all about shared experiences and being real with people. So I love this example here. This is one of our clients, Designer Bath, and they supply bathroom and kitchen supplies. And the workers in their industry are still considered essential workers. So the owner of the business posted a personal video, like selfie video, thank you, saying thank you to like the contractors and the plumbers and the electricians that are still, they're providing these essential services for people. So I will say, this is such like an authentic and nice gesture, because yes, absolutely, thank you so much. But also at the end of the day, this type of thing is a good PR move for your business, because it's like, when all this is over and when this keeps going, it shows that, you showed appreciation for people during this time. I don't know if...
Hi, friends.
Yeah.
I want to take a minute to acknowledge and thank the trade professionals who continue to work in order to keep us safe. Plumbers, contractors, and various tradespeople are still working. We see them from a distance every day at our trade locations, picking up water heaters, boilers, gas valves, toilets, and other necessary items. Heat, hot water, and sanitation are necessities. Thank you to the trade for continuing to work and keeping us safe during these challenging times.
So I just thought that was a really, really sweet message and a really good idea. And it's really authentic. So if you can, and I've seen other people do this, even if it's not people in your industry that would be, your clients, it could be just posting a thank you to the nurses and doctors. Thank you so much for being there for us at this time. Like, we really appreciate you. Stuff like that is really good to do right now. It's really bringing people together. And then I think this is the final slide for businesses that are open. but your staff is working from home, and we have seen, like Lissa was saying, from the industries we work with, we've seen a wide spectrum of like how people are adjusting to the work from home. Because of course, like at Metter Media and other people that work remotely a lot, it's not as big of a deal for us because we're used to this. But for a lot of the more traditional businesses, like our insurance companies or people that are used to the 9 to 5, this is really a hard adjustment for them. It's a big adjustment. So I would say if your staff is comfortable and like into the video and like Zoom kind of things, there's all sorts of fun things you can do to highlight that your staff is still available and working from home. And the message is like, we're still available to our customers, but you're having fun with it. So for example, you could do employee workspace roundups. You could do fun Zoom backgrounds. This one's not necessarily fun, but like, for example, we had the idea for designer bath, if all of the people just picked like the coolest bathrooms of all time and made it their Zoom background, like Jay-Z's bathroom or something, and then they took like a screenshot of their employees like having that Zoom conversation. Stuff like that could be really cool. And then the most basic one is work from home productivity tips. And you can see we kind of shifted the content from Microsoft in the Bay Area. Everybody's working from home. They've been working from home, I think, the longest. I think they were like one of the first ones to have to shelter in place over there. But we do the staff spotlight series. So we just shifted it. And now we're asking team members, like this is the Outlook team, a guy from the Outlook team. And he's like, this is how I'm improving my productivity from working from home. So you could do a roundup like that. All right.
Okay, so this is where I take over for the next two sections. This section is like obviously very tailored to restaurants and like any kind of food service. If you're closed but still doing takeout delivery, like so many restaurants are doing right now. I mean, the first thing is just like letting your customers know you're here for them. Be honest with them. Let them know why because there are a lot of restaurants who decided to just close. But why did you decide to continue doing takeout and delivery? How have you shifted gears? Let them know what you're offering and that you're offering it because you want to feed the community that you know and love. Show your amazing team with gloves and all. Remind people of the people behind the business. Like you're supporting our team by ordering takeout and delivery from our restaurant. And never a bad idea to also post the precautions you're taking to ensure safety and cleanliness, no touch deliveries, curbside pickup, etc. So you'll see here in the two posts I included, Craig Maine, our client here in Cambridge, just posting about in these difficult times we're working on ways to be here for our diners. And it's kind of showing like, this is a great example of like still selling the fact that you're doing takeout delivery, but doing it in a really sensitive way. And then I like this graphic from Sweet Green, just showing all their different safety precautions. This is kind of a pivot in terms of what you're offering. We've seen a lot of restaurants kind of do this, like now that you can do carry out alcohol, which is pretty exciting. People are doing wine pairings, half off a bottle of wine with your order. A lot of like, I saw this with Summer Shack. I also saw it with Kowloon and like a couple other places, like their signature scorpion bowls or tiki drinks, whatever, to go. I think it's kind of fun.
Scorpion bowls to go.
Yeah, dangerous, huh? Party of fun. I know, it's pretty fun. But like I would do it. And then Loco, I think they ended up fully closing now, that whole group. But before they were doing that, just a little thing. It's like, they including coloring books with their takeout because, everyone's stuck at home anyway and looking for activities. I thought that was fun. And then Brado, which is a relatively new brew house and kitchen here in Brighton, Massachusetts. They are doing meal packages, which is also really cool. And then I think, they kind of added on to this where either you could just do the meal package and go for it, or you can do a meal package and then we're going to do a Facebook Live showing you how to make the ingredients in that package into a meal. So that was kind of fun and interactive. So yeah, discounts, takeout delivery specials, anything like that, discounts certain nights of the week, add-ons or pivoting or doing additional offerings.
Okay. I love this. I saw Shake Shack was doing like a meal kit for how to make their burgers from home the other day. They did a really cute tutorial. It was really fun.
People like that.
Love
Spreading the word. So just spread the word about that you're still offering food for takeout delivery. A couple different ways to do this: turning your followers into advocates, encouraging them to post photos of their at-home meals and tag you. You can either just ask them to do this just for fun, or you can incentivize it with like a gift card contest. If you see the example I put in all the way to the right with Anna's Taqueria, they're both Anna's, but the second one is from Anna's. We're doing a giveaway. It's also their 25th anniversary year. What a year to have a 25th anniversary, but they're making the best of it. We're giving away 5 sets of 5 essentially free burritos, free coupons to enter, post your hashtag Anna's at home and tag us. So it's really great because not only are we going to get a lot of fun user generated content that we can use to regram in the future, you're also turning all of your followers into advocates and spreading the word about Anna's to their own networks. So I think that's a really great idea. You consider charity or hero meals, as they're called. Customers, I think the program, you sign up for, but customers can essentially purchase meals for frontline workers at local hospitals. And it is kind of a win-win because, you're getting business off it, but then you're able to provide food for these amazing, amazing frontline workers. Anna's is doing this as well. And we got a really great tweet about the other day. This woman and her husband used their quote unquote date night budget to buy burritos for Anna's for Mass General Hospital ICU. So amazing. They got an amazing photo out of it. I'm obsessed with that.
That's so nice.
It's beautiful. I think we reposted it. And if not, we're going to, just to encourage people to also do that.
Love that.
So nice. And then reaching out to local influencers, there's a lot of local foodie influencers, but also lifestyle mommy influencers, whatever they are, whoever kind of fits your target demographic, people who have, 5 to 10K plus followers in the greater Boston area, wherever you're located. I mean, a lot of them, I'm sure, are going to spread the word about what you're doing just to kind of solidify a nice relationship during this time. If not, you can give them a free meal. I don't think it's the worst thing. I know, you need all the money, honestly, you can get right now, but I think if you giving a free meal to reach 10,000 followers could be worth it. So just ask them to spread the word about what you're offering. Spreading the word continued. So more ways to spread the word. Social advertising. I know, again, it's the last thing we want to do is spend money right now, but social advertising is really one of the most cost-effective platforms out there. It's so much cheaper than other platforms, and it's really effective. People are online and on social anyway. You could be creating really dynamic, memorable ads. A little bit can go a long way. Either boost a post. That's the easiest thing to do for people who aren't as savvy to social advertising, or if you're a little bit more advanced, running link click ads or ads in the back end, and through ads manager, even starting with $50 going from there. You'll see the two ads I included on the right here were both actually really successful. The Chateau is an Italian family dining chain in the greater Boston area. I think they have 8 locations, mostly in the suburbs. We did this great graphic, very obvious, hi, we're open, and then we boosted it. The ad cost us 5 cents per click to see their menu, and was shared 31 times. So that's honestly, they're doing great with the takeout. So that's amazing. Cambridge Brewing Company, a local brew pub in Kendall Square. The brew pub itself is closed, but their cans are still being sold at many liquor stores in Massachusetts. So we actually made a custom Google map with all the liquor stores that you could find CBC cans at, and we boosted it just to be hi, find a CBC beer near you. 20 cents per click, still really good. If you think about the return that you can get on that. And then, last thing is keep posting. That's my keep posting on the feed, but also show up in stories every single day. Stories can really help you fight the Instagram algorithm. You can stay top of mind with your customers. You can utilize different stickers and geotags and everything like that to stay at top of mind. You just got to post. Just keep posting. And that'll help you spread the word about takeout delivery. Okay, here's if you're closed, but people can shop online, which is kind of like a middle ground. Like if you're a boutique or a salon or anything else where you can sell something online, online shopping is actually still alive and well. If you have to close your storefront, your brick and mortar, but still have an online shop or marketplace, there's a lot you can do to promote online sales. In fact, a recent survey found that by mid-March, approximately 1/4 of shoppers said they expected to shop online more frequently. Of course, this kind of to be expected because they're not able to shop in person. So now they're upping their online shopping. But it shows that people are also still spending money online, either shopping online more frequently or for the first time. Furthermore, the survey expected the rate of interest in shopping and online shopping to continue. Upwards of 35% more people had shopped online for consumer packaged goods compared to a typical week. So it's really on the rise. Here's 2 examples here. I don't think we really need to go fully into them. Our client Covet, an amazing local consignment shop with a location in Beacon Hill and also Southie. The owner's amazing. They are consignment shops, but you could buy through Instagram. They don't have a store or anything. Literally, they just post a photo, and if you want it, you DM them and you say, I want it, and then you pay them through Venmo. So it's pretty hands on the ground type of thing, but it works. Olives and Grace is a really popular boutique in the South End, and same thing, they're moving online for now, closing their doors, but you can shop online. You consider running some promotions or sales. We've seen a lot of online stores, whether big or small, like whether it's a national brand or a local store, running some sales. Just be sensitive and empathetic. Ignoring COVID or pretending like everything is normal could come across as inauthentic and even tone deaf. Don't stop trying to sell. Just be careful with your language, was something that Lauren said before. Incorporate context, education, support, gratitude. You even push e-gift cards. Here's 2 examples that I liked of online selling in a really nice way. Again, Olives and Grace. They brought a social distancing essentials collection to bring happiness to you and your loved ones, all small businesses all the time. That's like really nice sentiment. And then Cambridge Naturals. This is just showing like, hi, we're still doing phone orders. Like, just so you guys know, we're still doing orders over the phone, but it's also showing it in a way like, wow, we cannot thank you enough. You know, they're showing their gratitude, you know, so many meaningful conversations, reminding us that we're all in this together. But like, hi, also the fact that like, reminder, you can do this. Okay, if you're closed and you're really closed. Well, now what? If you were forced to close your business during COVID-19 and do not have the capability to sell products online, we do really feel for you. It's messed up. But to reiterate, the worst thing you can do right now would be go silent, go dead on social. You need to consistently generate content to keep your brand or business alive and at the forefront of your followers' minds. So when you are reopened, they are still engaged, they're still listening to you, they're eager to use your services or use your business again. This is really the most important thing. Fun little example here. We work with Hong Kong, the karaoke bar, Chinese food restaurant and, you know, bar in Faneuil Hall. And so they're closed. They're really closed and they have no online capabilities. But so they're known for like karaoke. So instead we're doing Hong Kong quarantine karaoke. Usually, you know, they have their contests on site the last Thursday every month. So instead we did a Zoom karaoke contest, which is like hilarious. And then we recorded the Zoom and then we uploaded it to Facebook as a Facebook watch party and people could vote for their favorite karaoke and that person gets like a gift card. So it's like a really fun way, like so much engagement came out of this. And you know, it's free essentially, maybe like you give away a little, like a $15 gift card, whatever, but it's free and it's keeping people engaged with your brand. So smart stuff. Let your followers know what they can do. Like, it's okay to ask for help. You know, it's not like an embarrassing thing. Like it's, you know, an unprecedented time in terms of how many small businesses have been affected by this. We're forced to close. People are looking for ways to help. They want to give back. Show gratitude for the support you received from your customers so far. Let people know how they can continue to support you. We've seen funds, you know, a lot of businesses set up funds for their employees. It's very common. It's, you know, it's something you have to do it, you know, you can't really help it. Whether it's a tip jar, GoFundMe, that kind of stuff. And just showing support. I like this little example I found from Marathon Sports with their employees just saying like, moving together even when we're apart. It's really nice. We can't thank the community enough for the support you've given us. And same thing, Mainly Burgers, a local burger place with one location in Brighton and one location in Central Square. They were forced to shut down operations. So they basically did a link in their bio to help out their friends and employees. So amazing. And showing them too. How to help small businesses during this time, more ways. For us, you know, this is like what you could post from your channels to encourage people to help you, but also like other small businesses in your community. Buying gift cards is the big thing we've seen since the beginning for future experiences, either for yourself or friends and family. People still have birthdays and you want to treat each other during this time. Consider doing 10% off, 5% for every $50, however you want to phrase it. That could be a good little discount. Booking future appointments for salons and stuff like that. Turning your followers into advocates. It's free for someone to regram you. So just let them know this is a way you can support us right now just by spreading the word. If you don't have an online store, but there's something you can like ship to someone, it's not a bad idea. Like we have a salon client who like very, very small business. They don't do any sort of online sales. But you know, the owner is still going into the salon once a week just for some housekeeping. And if someone has a product they would normally buy from there and they're trying to keep up their hair care during this time, she'll just send it to you and just take Venmo or your card information over the phone. So just, you know, think of something like that. It's, yes, a little bit to make money. I think it's also just to like be there for your customers and be home with them and be able to provide products to them during this time. Okay, tips for all businesses. Educational content. And I'll let Lauren chime in here too, because I know this is something that you're really into. But businesses for literally any industry, any and all industry, can give educational content and provide educational content on your social platforms right now. An example here is Canberra Naturals virtual yoga. They did a live stream. Live views, by the way, Instagram and Facebook, like I said, have doubled. So it's not a bad idea to use Instagram Live. I actually just checked Instagram Live before, and 12 accounts at once are going live. Whereas before this time, it was like maybe one, maybe. It's crazy. Instagram Live yoga session. We made this little self-care menu, all these free kind of self-care things you could do for yourself to keep up your mental health. And the last one is Top Drawer Shop. How to make a face mask in 90 seconds. And you can either use a handkerchief, honestly, that they sell, but even if you don't, it says even if you don't want to use one of our handkerchiefs, you can use the same tutorial from fabrics you already have. So these are really important.
Been seeing a lot of these, the face mask tutorials.
A lot, yeah. Yeah. Whatever you do, stay top of mind. This is like the biggest thing we're preaching because it's so vital during this time for every single industry. Video, graphic, live streams, captions that provide education, advice, or even entertainment to your followers. The goal is to stay top of mind in your followers' feeds so your content shows up when you're ready to open and sell again. Keep your followers engaged and viewing your brand. Your followers are spending more time online more than ever. Seriously, they really are. It really does present you with this unique opportunity to deepen your relationship with them and increase brand affinity. Make that relationship deeper, make them feel tied to you, make them feel like they genuinely want to support you, help you, whether it's now or later or both. Really important. I don't know if you want to go over these two examples, Lauren. I like these.
Well, the Barron-Star Insurance one, this is a good example. So they found like a local food bank, the Connecticut Food Bank, and they turned it into a social media thing. So it was like for every follower that liked, I guess it's just Facebook, whoever liked the posts, they would donate $2 to the Connecticut Food Bank. So they basically use social media to like bring a bunch of people together to support a local charity that's like helping people at this time. And one note that I don't think we mentioned yet, but we saw this stat come out yesterday that positive conversations and conversations about people helping each other have increased by over 1,000% in the past 2 weeks on social media. So that statistic is crazy. And it's basically just showing that everybody does want this sort of like positive, supportive content right now. So if you can find a way to work that in, I definitely would. And then we did mention the In Good Company virtual classes already. So we just keep posting. It's like, hi, we still have the same offerings. We're trying to keep staying top of mind, but now they're virtual. And again, it's a positive message. It's like, let's adapt to this together, which I really liked. Okay.
One more tips. Tomorrow is basically where we just throw so many ideas at you guys about like engaging posts that you can make right now.
Yep. So technically, if you've signed up for this webinar, you've already signed up for all of our free webinars. So you can just tune in again tomorrow at noon. And here's the schedule here. And then like we said earlier, the empathy one that we did yesterday is up on the Mentor Media website if you want to watch that anytime.
And this will be up later.
This will be up probably by end of day.
Yeah.
And then another thing we wanted to let everybody know is at this time, Mentor Media, we're offering free social media consultations. So if anyone you know has come to you with questions about, not knowing what to post on social media at this time, we're going to do free consultations. So feel free to reach out to us. Our email is right here, just info@mentormedia.com. So we'd love to chat. We'd love to answer any questions you have. We're just trying to help out any way we can.